Oh, we are live.
Yeah, we are live now. So hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 3 of Savvy Tech Girls Weekend Review. And I'm excited today because I have Husham on the show. Hey, Husham.
Yay! How you doing, guys? How you doing, Savvy? Thank you for having me, Savvy.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. It's great to have you. You're my special guest of my birthday show.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you.
Wait, I have something
So,
prepared. Here you go. Happy birthday, Savvy. Happy birthday, Savvy.
yay. Thanks, Husham.
I love cakes.
I'm glad that Hush is on the show today. He has been really helping me along the way with YouTube over the past few weeks. I've been doing tech support for remotely and on site for well over 15 years, and remotely within about the past 5 years or so. It's become a big part of what I do, but YouTube is all new to me. So Husham was kind enough to invite me onto his show, and I go on there as much as I can, and those guys are fantastic. I mean, what you guys do is fantastic, Husham. I can't thank you enough for having me on your show when I get a chance, and the knowledge you guys bring is great for the KODI environment and for technology in general. So thank you for that.
It's good to have you. It's good to have you, to be honest.
Yeah, and you're teaching me lots. Although I think I taught you something today about Google Hangouts, but
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
that's still to come. So for everybody that's watching today, if we get 70 viewers, I'm going to have a giveaway. And the giveaway will be a LouBox, which is one of my Raspberry Pi boxes. It's all ready for streaming. It'll come with a mini keyboard, mouse, and the HDMI cable. So we need to get 70 people in here, guys. And if we get that, then we are going to take the contest live. And I'm going to be drawing the name next Thursday evening. So I'm going to switch my shows to Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so now my weekly show will be on Thursday at 7 p.m. All you need to do is to get entered into the contest. At the end of this show, once it's finished, I need you to comment Happy Birthday Savvy or Happy Birthday Savvy Tech Girl. I think I'm 25 today, Husham.
You look younger than that.
Aw, thanks. Yeah, it's 25. Oh, man, been a rough 25 years, I tell you. Actually, it has been a rough 25 years.
You don't look older than 18. That's fine.
Oh, that's good. Perfect. Come back every show.
That's why you come to the show. You spark on my show. I like that.
Yeah, great. I love being on your show. You know what? I learn so much every week from you. Always have different people on, and just hearing everybody talk and their different opinions and stuff. I really enjoy it. It's great. So if anybody wants to actually be a part of our conversation today, and you can actually click on bottom left-hand corner of your YouTube screen that you're watching, you're going to see a pop-up there, and it says be a part of the conversation. So if you click on that, it will take you into the Google Hangout area. And once you're in there, at the top right-hand corner, you'll see a little icon that looks like a Rubik's Cube. You can click on the icon and just click on Q&A. Once you're in the Q&A, you can just send us questions, and then we'll answer them, guys. Get as many questions as we can fielded and out to everybody. So like I said, we need 70 viewers. Let's get them in here, and we'll get that giveaway going. So hopefully, we've only got 10 right now, but we'll get it, right, Hush? We'll get the viewers.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll be honest with you. I just saw it. It says be part of the conversation. I've never seen that in my show. I mean, this is really cool. I mean, I think I've got to use that for my show. Thank you very much for showing me that.
What I do is I just start the actual feed through Google Hangouts, and I think it gives a little bit better control of the conversation. Although people can't directly comment through YouTube, if you click on the be part of the conversation, you won't visually be seen in the Hangout, so don't worry about that. It just gives you the ability to ask questions, and it helps us with fielding the questions so we can make sure that the answers get out there. Okay, so we need 10 people, or we have 10 people. We need 70 for that LouBox giveaway, and I can't wait to send out one of my boxes to somebody. So anyways, again, I'd like to welcome Hashim. He's going to probably talk about Jarvis a little bit today, I think, if I can talk him into it. How do you feel about that?
All right. Okay. I'll say a couple of things. Jarvis KODI has been recently launched, and then Jarvis actually has made a lot of different changes. And then some of the changes that has come on with is that IPTV stock, the IPTV simple client, the add-ons, the way the add-ons install, the repository, how they install, the video add-ons, and of course the requirements for boxes. It requires a lot more processing power and memory usage, unlike the previous XBMC 13.2, which is easy to install, and even like the smallest boxes, even like Fire Stick, you can install XBMC 13.2. Right. It works fine.
Do you know this?
Go on. Sorry.
You know the specs for Jarvis? Does it need 2 gigahertz processor or?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it. All I did is when I look at it on my computer. I mean, my computer is very fast, and I can't run a multi-screen with Jarvis to try to screen capture it. It actually requires, even from my computer, a very hard spec. I didn't know what was wrong. And people telling me no, they can see it, but I can't see it. I can only see sometimes blank screen. It shows up even on my live shows, just blank screen.
Right. Because I know I did have some problems with it. I put it onto a laptop that was running Windows 10, and it kept crashing on me. So that was a little while ago. It was probably about 6 weeks ago, before it had been released. So it was really just beta. But I didn't have a lot of success. So I sort of left it for you guys to test. And when you give the thumbs up, I'll be all over it. But how about as far as third-party add-ons? A lot of compatibility already?
Incompatibilities of third-party add-ons has been noticed by the dependencies. That was the annoying part. Some of the dependencies have been changed. I'm not sure if it's KODI or if it's actually third-party add-on developers have actually updated their dependencies in order to comply with some of the changes that Jarvis has made. It's caused a lot of problems for some of the users. I tell you something, from example, from my perspective, my skin on my wizard has actually been disabled because it says that it's incompatible. Now it still works if you force it to work, but it's registering as disabled in Jarvis, which is annoying.
So you're getting the pop-up that gives you the option yes or no, and then you have to click on to ignore it, right? So
ignore it,
yeah. That does get annoying.
Yeah, at this moment, I recommend that everybody just click on ignore that message. Just don't disable any add-ons until all of the dependencies gets fixed. Right.
So I think for now, I'm going to probably hold off, and I'm going to wait a couple more weeks and see. And especially, like you say, if it's taking more resources, people are going to have to watch out if they're upgrading boxes, right? Because a lot of those boxes don't have tons of power in them. You know, they've got 2 gigahertz processors or maybe 4. But if you're running it on your computer, you must have a lot more than that available.
Savvy, I'm looking at the YouTube. I'm the only one who's showing up. Can you click on yourself as well? I don't want to be the only one showing up.
On the YouTube?
Yeah, on the YouTube, I'm the only one who's showing up. I don't understand why.
Yeah, I have 16 on there.
No, I'm saying I'm the only one who's showing up when the video shows up.
Oh.
Click on your name. So
you know what? Maybe it's not switching.
Yeah. I think we talked about this, but I didn't realize it was
switching before. Maybe it's not. All right.
Yeah, click on yourself so it switches on to you because.
Yeah, I am on now.
Yeah, I can see you now.
I'm back now. Yeah, there must be something. I have to figure out all these settings. I had it working before. I must have switched something off. So, hi guys, I'm back again. I have to remember to keep clicking back and forth now. There we go.
Hey, this is Savy's show, guys, not my show.
It's my birthday show, guys. Remember?
Happy birthday, Savy!
So here we go. Hey, Bob, we do have somebody that has come into the show. So that's great, guys. Remember, like I said at the beginning, if you click on Be Part of the Conversation, bottom left-hand corner, you can come in, hang out in the Google Hangout conversation, and send us some questions. I want to talk briefly about, obviously we know that over the past couple of weeks we've had some trademark stuff going on with KODI, and lots of comments flying around out there. And one thing that I have heard a little bit of, and Husham and I spoke about it at the beginning of the show, is the box sellers, and maybe they should mark issue than the actual third-party add-on developers. So all I want to say on that part is, as for I do have boxes, obviously, and that's what is on the giveaway today. But when I do these boxes, I use a Raspberry Pi, and it's a great computer, microcomputer that I get. I put the boxes together, and I can put anything on there. I can put Linux, I can put Windows 10, I can put media centers, I can put whatever I want. And I build them, I put software on them, and then they're all set up and they're all ready to go for people. So although I am putting software on there, I'm not charging for KODI. It's no different than somebody, they buy a laptop from me and they say, you know what, Savvy, when I get this laptop, I just want to take it out of the box. I want to push the power button and I want it ready to go. That's going to be a charge. I'm not going to just set up a computer, download Windows 10, get all the settings done for nothing. So yeah, I'm obviously going to charge for a box. I'm not going to do it for free. If somebody had a box, they give it to me and they want me to put something onto it, I'm going to charge for my time. So I just want to put that out there. I know a lot of people are buying boxes from China, reselling them, marking them up. I think that's an issue, but I just wanted to just let everybody know that I'm charging for my work. I'm not charging for the operating system that I'm putting on. So just wanted to put that out there just so everybody understands, because over the last couple of weeks I've heard that flying around a lot, and I just wanted to clarify it. So I don't know if you have anything to say on that or not, Husham, but...
Well, I don't have anything against what you just said. In fact, I mean, I have nothing against the box sellers. What I do have is, like, when KODI comes in and says that trademarks have been people have been misrepresenting the trademark for KODI because of box sellers and YouTubers. This actually was I think that was the wrong message. What they should have said is that if they think that there are some box sellers that are misrepresenting KODI, they should go after them, because they're the one who's representing them. But I'll be honest with you, most box sellers are good friends of mine. I like the box sellers. I before the show, I did not know that you're a box seller. I told you that.
That's okay.
And some of the box sellers, they are great. They all they do is they install. Sorry, did I cut you? Sorry.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay. Some of the box sellers, all they do is they help out guys. They do their own things, and they say, here's KODI, here's XBMC, you install it if you want to. Don't install it if you don't want to. They don't actually force you to install that. They actually want you to install whatever you feel comfortable with. And for that is a good way of how a box seller should react. He's giving support. He gives that support on his hardware box. Some of the even people who sell from China, boxes, that's actually very good. But some are bad. We're saying that this is KODI products only. This is only stuff which is where the problem has become, where people go into the KODI website and saying, hey, listen, my add-on has stopped working. I bought the box from you guys. People buying the box from China and going to KODI website and saying, I bought the box from you. You should go and help me. Now, KODI developers, they go mad when they see that. I don't blame them. That was bad. That is very bad. Nobody should do that. But people need to know better that if you're buying a box from China or you're buying from a box from somewhere else, then you should go and talk to these people, not talk to the developers or talk to anybody else, because that has nothing to do with it.
Exactly. And you know, that's the same thing as if somebody's purchasing, let's say, a secondhand laptop from me. You know what? A lot of people come to me and say, I would like a used laptop. And if they're going to phone Microsoft with, they got a 5-year-old laptop and expect them to repair it for nothing, you know what I mean? Like, you come to me because I'm the person that has provided that to you, and I'm the person that's going to give you support. And that's one thing I do. If it's an item from me, whatever it may be, that support comes with it. And there's no charge for that support, unless you're calling me in the middle of the night, and you called me every night for the past 3 weeks. I may like to send you a bill. But yeah, I just want to put it out there, and I completely agree with what you say. I think some people get confused. They have a box and they think that they need to contact KODI, and they shouldn't be. You're right. They should be contacting whoever they got the box from, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that is the only confusion that's taken place.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think KODI has actually a little bit mad because of this. I mean, it's understandable, but unfortunately, the YouTubers are not taking it well. I'm not taking it well myself, because I think that they're not reacting very well to the situation. They should be talking to us and understanding why we're doing KODI guys. I mean, especially they came to me and said, "You're saying that you're KODI." I'm not KODI. I'm Hushim.
Where have you said that? Exactly. Yeah, exactly. No, and it's like I say, I really enjoy being on your show, because everybody that's on it, you all have sort of the same backgrounds but different. You all bring something to the table, and you know, the knowledge that there is, you couldn't pay for that knowledge. So I really enjoy being on your show and taking all that in. So and I'm gonna keep doing videos. I mean, I did the other day I did a survey on Twitter and said on my shows, would people like me to do videos on Windows? Would you like to see Windows, or would you like to see KODI? And 100% came back with KODI. So those are the videos I'm going to do. Although I do enjoy doing videos for Windows, any kind of troubleshooting. That's what I spend my days doing. So I'm more than happy to do that as well. All right, so we have a couple of people that have joined the Q&A, and we have Johnny N, who has said, what more can a guy ask for? A Canadian tech girl. So thank you, Johnny, for that. I am Canadian, and I am indeed a techie. Everything from smartphones to tablets, printers, you name it. iPhone repair, that keeps me pretty busy, I tell you. Don't know if I'm allowed to say iPhone, but that does keep me extremely. And then we have Bob from Florida. He says, good morning, guys. So, hey, Bob, how's everything today?
Hi, Bob. How you doing?
And like I said before, if you're watching the show, and we do have 20 people watching, we need 70 for this giveaway. Click on Be Part of the Conversation, bottom left-hand side of the screen. That'll get you into the Hangout. And then just click the top right-hand corner, it looks like a Rubik's Cube. You click on that, and then that will get you into the Q&A, so you can ask questions. We do have a question from Lou here. Have any of you found any add-ons to be not working properly on Jarvis? I found it works so much faster loading updates and plugins. So, Husham, did you want to speak to that one?
Yeah, I mean, add-ons have actually been great. They do work very fast. The repositories install much faster in Jarvis. That is for sure. And it makes it a lot more simpler to look at how they looked at the way of Jarvis itself. Now, when you go into install a repository, it doesn't go and search all the repositories and installs that. No, it goes in, and when you open it up, it searches that particular repository, see what's updated in there. It's very, very unique and very fast way of doing a repository. So it's kind of like makes it go faster. Now, plugins themselves, the only reason why I say some plugins that has had problems is that there are some plugins that come in and sorry, plugins. I say add-ons. Add-ons. They come in and say there are dependencies issues. That is the only thing that I found. But apart from that, everything seems to work. It's just that this is a little nagging thing when it says, "Oh, this one has stopped working. It's disabled because of dependency issue." I think people just need to, ignore that. Otherwise, it will disable the entire add-on.
Okay. And Johnny N has said Jarvis does not support CCM Helix skin for me. Like I said, I haven't tested any of the skins, so I don't know if Hisham has tested.
Yeah, I have tested it. It actually does work on the CCM Helix. Does work inside it. The problem is, like I said, is that if you try to install it now, it will say it's disabled. It's marked as disabled, and even though that it is going to work in Jarvis, it's just marked and disabled. And this is the problem with dependencies. If you know how to fix it, just remove the bad dependencies and try to add it in again. If you want to play around with it.
Is the Aries wizard and everything working in there as well, Hisham?
Well, yeah, everything seems to work fine. I mean, everything is working.
I find that's a pretty good way of getting different skins. It seems to be fairly easy. I kind of guide people in that direction, and I get a lot less messages and calls and stuff from people. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to install it. I think just to see. Get my feet wet.
Yeah, and I still recommend that people who are new to KODI and everything, if you want to play around with KODI Jarvis, maybe install it on its own and install the things, the add-ons on its own. Kind of like any build right now, not a lot of builds have got the skins sorted out yet. But I'll tell you what, the seller door has actually fixed Jarvis skin problems and fixed lots of the add-ons. He's actually done a very nice job.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Salador was very cool.
Okay, that's good to hear. Now, so technology we can review. I want to talk about something that I find extremely exciting. I've put it on my blog and online, but the Raspberry Pi, which is what I use for a number of different applications. I say I run Windows 10 on it. They have a special sort of cut down version of 10 that specifically runs on the Pi. And anyways, they have released the Raspberry Pi Zero, which is a $5 computer. You believe that?
No.
$5 computer. And it's not only that, but it has incredible specs for a $5 computer.
Wait,
right?
It's hard to believe. Can you tell me more about it?
Yeah, so it has a 1 gigahertz ARM11 core, so it's 40% faster than the Raspberry Pi 1 was. It has 512 meg of DDR2 SD RAM. Okay, so far it's only $5, right? So far we have that. It's a micro SD card slot. It has mini HDMI for 1080p 60 video output. Has a micro USB socket for data and power. It has an unpopulated 40-pin GPIO header, so it allows you to put you can put different boards onto them as well. It has identical pin out to the model A+, B+, and 2B. It has, this is $5, guys. I'm still reading down the list. I can't believe it. It's got an unpopulated composite video header and the smallest ever form factor, 65 millimeters by 30 millimeters by 5 millimeters.
How do you get this?
So you can get, and they're saying here that the Raspberry Pi Zero runs Raspberry, which is almost like a Windows-based like look and feel to it. Have you ever run Raspberry?
No.
Okay, so it's very user-friendly. And you can run, they're saying you can run favorite applications including Minecraft, Sonic, Pi, Scratch, and it's already available. And the best thing about it is they're made right in the UK. Like this isn't coming out of China, guys. This is made in the UK, like all the other Raspberry Pi boards, and it's $5. So for anybody that's into microcomputing and you know what, you can hook a monitor to it, HDMI monitor, you got yourself a little computer. External hard drive, you're all set.
That's fantastic.
Right? And I'm going to put KODI on. I'm sure it'll run great. I mean, I know it's only got 512 meg, but I think it'll still run okay if you just want to, as long as you're not jumping back and forth doing things, right? Once it's done the processing, but $5. Does anybody else find that as incredible as I do?
I found myself a little bit speechless when you say $5. It doesn't make any sense. Sorry.
Now that may be American dollars, so it may be $7.50 Canadian, but you know, I have been using Raspberry Pi for about 2 years. I also use the Arduino board for a lot of PLC programming and stuff, but it's unbelievable what you can do with the Raspberry Pi. It's just, and to bring out the Pi Zero for $5, it's endless opportunities, right?
Yeah.
You should get one. You should try it out.
Wow. I think I should.
For $5, I'll bring you one next time I come over.
Oh, yeah, sure. You're welcome to bring it.
I'll bring it over.
When are you coming?
We're up to 22 viewers. We haven't hit our 70 for our giveaway. We need to get some people in here. Anybody want to win a Raspberry Pi LouBox? All ready to go, Media Center. All you need to do after the show is comment, "Happy birthday, SavyTechGirl."
Happy birthday, Savvy.
I actually do have somebody that's sending me a message through Facebook and saying, trying to ask questions on the live show, can't figure it out. Well, let me go one more time. Just want to explain it one more time. So
okay.
On the YouTube feed, you need to go into, let me just switch here. I'm back to Louise again. Hey, SavyTechGirl. You need to go to the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, and you'll see "Be Part of the Conversation." So if you click on that, it will then open up the Hangouts. Your video won't be seen. It'll just be your questions. And in the top right-hand corner, you'll see an icon that looks like a Rubik's Cube. Click on that Rubik's Cube and click Q&A, and it'll bring up a question area for you. So that's how you get into the questions, guys. So I am getting a message that says, I keep getting dependency messages, and Husham has just explained that. But can you just actually explain what a dependency is, Husham, if people don't really know? I've got a few beginners in here.
Yeah, sure. I mean, what we got is most of the add-ons, they use dependencies. And what is a dependency is, for example, if an add-on that uses an M3U link or uses an XML file in order to pick up the structure where it picks up the information for that particular add-on, and if you use a language like C++ or something like that, then you understand that you have to add what it is that you're writing in order to write the language. So for example, if I'm using a YouTube add-on within the particular add-on, then I need to write that I'm going to be using this particular dependencies from a YouTube add-on in order to use a YouTube add-on link in the add-on. Okay, maybe I better show it to you guys. So I'm gonna try to open up an add-on itself right now.
Okay.
Actually, this is a good add-on. I hope he doesn't hate me for showing that add-on.
Somebody actually in the questions is saying that the iPad will not load this chat properly. So that's good to know. Thanks, Rich or Lou, for that information. I'll have to look into that.
Okay. Do you see this?
Yeah.
Oh, where am I?
That's good.
Okay, so it says here that it requires importing a script model, simple JSON version, this, and of course it's importing this Python version and it's important, another script model, so on, and it's important, another model. So these are dependencies. When it tries to import these, before it tries to actually goes in and opens up another add-on. So this add-on is actually called Plugin Video LWS Live, and LWS is actually added all these dependencies before the add-on can be opened. KODI will have to go and get these from the sources. And if it finds that this particular source has been disabled, which I think, if you think about it right now, I mean, if I'm looking at it right now, it says script model, it says his one here, XBMC Python, it says version 2. The Python has been updated inside KODI, so anything below this version will actually cause a problem. And so on. I mean, look at this, it's plugin video YouTube, that is using version 3. So if you're using anything below version 3 YouTube, it's not going to be allowed because Jarvis does not allow it. So this is what's causing the issue right now, the dependencies.
Okay, that was a really good explanation. I think showing that that helps. And the other part of that question was, does this affect the way my box runs?
Does this affect your box runs?
Yeah, does it affect the way the box runs? It doesn't really affect the box. No, it's just dependencies aren't there, so you're getting that error message. It would be like me changing my website from SavyTechGirl.com to SavyTechGirl.ca, and you put SavyTechGirl.com in there, you're going to get an error. So it's the same type of thing. That's why that error message is coming up. It can't find that link. So,
okay, I think of it this way: when you drive a car right now, is you go in to buy a car, get a buy from the dealer. The dealer will sell you, if it's a Toyota, will give you Toyota dealership tires. Now, if you drive a little bit extra, all of a sudden you think that these tires, that they've run out or whatever, so you're going to go and change it. But you're going to go say, well, Toyota's actually charged me too much. You're going to go change the tires to something like Michelin, or maybe something cheap, dirty from an old guy that wants to get rid of his own tires. So you could buy like $10 or something instead of $100. So you put the tires in there. Now, still the car will run, but the tires, you'll know that it's worn out. That's what it is.
Right. Very good. You've said that before.
Yeah. I hope that helps.
Everybody should be able to understand that. That was very well explained. I'm getting a couple of people saying it. The chat's not working on the iPhone as well. So it's obviously it's probably not working because you're looking at it on YouTube and you're not actually in the Hangout. And that's why you're not seeing those questions come up. I'm seeing questions come up and I'm fielding those questions and just answering them. So you won't see it within YouTube, and maybe that's what the issue is. Okay, so the other thing this week that I saw online was they've come out with a new printer. It's called a pocket printer. And the idea is that you can point the printer, must have a camera in it. You point the printer at a photograph, and you can picture to your friend if they have a pocket printer, and they can print the picture for, I think it's 40 cents a copy or something. But that's pretty crazy technology that now we're getting to the point where we're walking around with printers in our back pockets. Do you think that's pretty insane? Like, is it just me, or is pocket-sized printers something that everybody's are we gonna have a high demand for this? What do you think?
Well, if you think about it, back in the olden days, even 1980s. Well, let's not go too far. 1980s,
now
we had the mobile. Sorry.
Now you're really making me old.
I'm sorry. Well, 1980s, we actually had a very. I'm gonna go on. I'm not gonna stop because.
I remember the 80s.
Oh, no, don't you remember the 80s? Oh, hey, don't make me remember the 70s. When 1980s, we had the big, massive phones that were like a brick-sized phones. a mobile phone that is a brick. Now everybody used to carry those, and then they said, oh, we're gonna need to make it smaller. We need to make it smaller, but this is still the best thing ever. And then they made it smaller. They still made it a brick size, about this big, this high, and that was really cool. You put it and just a little bit aerial, and you walk around out there outside. It only like lasts like 20 minutes if you talk with it, but it was good. Exactly. Nowadays they've gone shorter, smaller and smaller, and Nokia came up with the very small ones, and then they went back to the big size one again.
They've come back, right? Like
yeah, exactly. There you go. See, there you go. They go going back again. It's a big size. So this is what it's going to happen. We're going to be looking at the printers. Going to go pocket size again, small, and all of a sudden they're going to come up with something big again to increase the size.
Greatest.
Yeah, who knows? They're gonna come up with a 3D printer that goes and fits in your pocket in the middle.
Yeah. Well, and then you think about it. I mean, all these things come out, and the price points where they're at are, I mean, that $150. It's not cheap, but it's not really expensive. But if we use them for a couple of months, or maybe use them for a year, and they get thrown in the drawer, you think of all the electronics that are heading to the landfills. You know, it's all these sort of gadgets that come out. I mean, I'm the worst for that. I think I have every gadget going, but I tend to keep them. I don't get rid of my gadgets. I have like the original iPhones and the original iPads, and I've got the original Blackberries, everything. But yeah, I thought that was interesting, a pocket-sized printer. So you see anybody walking around with theirs. Johnny N has another question. There are so many videos on KODI and the add-ons, but these people doing the videos rarely go into the settings and explain them and what this should be, or what they should be set at. Why? It's probably because most of the time people are asking questions about the actual add-on, how you use it, what's in there. But that's definitely something that I'll put together. I mean, I'll put a video together. Do you have any, Husham, that you've already done?
Yeah, there are sometimes necessary where you have to go into the settings and you have to actually explain what the settings are. But most of the add-ons, they don't require you to go into the settings. So that's why the videos, they don't tell you what to go to the settings, because there's nothing to modify. But if there is something to modify, they will explain it. You know, some people, and I'm not defending everybody, but there are some YouTubers that they prefer to show you the video add-ons, and that's it. And I think that's a good idea. You show, and some people like to say, well, I don't want you to show me the settings. I want to do it myself. And you know, it's very hard to please everybody. But you're right.
Yeah, and you know what, I have a video on that. It's part 1 of KODI Explained, and it's my biggest view. Like I put it up a couple of weeks ago. It's not tons of views. It's over 2,000 views now. But that was sort of the basics on how to put add-ons on and explaining the basics of it. But I'll definitely do a video that goes in and shows settings and just, you know, going over how to change your time and things like that maybe people do want to get into. Like Husham says, a lot of times it's automatically there for you, but there are some people that want to play around a little bit more. So sure, I'll put a video together for that this week for you. Yeah. Okay, do you have any
that helps, John?
things, Husham?
Sorry?
Do you have anything you want to add in right now?
I hope Johnny N is actually asked several questions. I hope he's happy now, because I'm thinking that Johnny is wants to know more about it. So I think you better do lots of more video guides for him.
I'll put lots on there. Yeah, I'll focus on that this week. I think you're right. There's thousands of videos out there on all the add-ons and everything, but I'll definitely do some settings ones for you this week. I have some people sending me questions here in my messenger because they can't seem to get into the Q&A. So something to do with, Windows 10, how long will Windows 10 be free for? So as most people know, Windows 10 is a free update as long as you're running Windows 7 or Windows 8.1. It will be free until July the 29th, 2016. So what I would suggest is, if you're not looking at upgrading right now, you can at least do the download, and then it will be on your system, and you can do the upgrade after that. I run Windows 7 on a machine, and I'm not going to change it to Windows 10. My 8.1 machines, I have changed to Windows 10. So totally up to you on how you want to do it. Windows 10 is much better, in my personal opinion, than Windows 8 and Windows 8.1. It's been running a lot smoother, hasn't crashed as much. So I would definitely suggest, if you're running 8, go to 10, no doubt about it, and get rid of that version 8. But July the 29th is your deadline date. That's the date that you want to make sure you've got it by. And you can download it and put it on stick, put it aside, and do your upgrade at another time. So yeah, so that was one of the questions. And Johnny says, thank you very much for doing those.
Thank you, Johnny.
Yeah, thanks, Johnny. I'll definitely get those settings videos out to you this week. I'll make sure I take some time in an evening and get those up there for you. So what else do we have? We don't have 70 viewers, so it doesn't look like we're going to be sending out any prizes today. Maybe next week. Maybe next week I'll get 70 viewers. Another question. I heard that we will be forced to change to Windows 10 at some point and not support older versions. Well, absolutely. Windows, without a doubt, will stop supporting. You cannot buy Windows 7 anymore. You can't get a copy of it from Microsoft. I like 7, but that's something that they have stopped selling. So they will, I would say, in the next year or two, the support for 7 will be gone. And they're going to support 8 for a while. I can't see them stopping that in the next 5 years. And all the new systems that are being sold now, they all ship with Windows 10. So at some point you're going to be forced. It's up to you whether you decide to keep your computer with 7 until the end of its day running 7, or if you go for the upgrade. But it is for sure, it's going to be something that's phased out. Windows 10 is the last version of Windows. They're taking over the same idea as iOS, as the Apple software, and they'll just do revisions of it. So you'll notice nightly there's updates after update after update, and that's how Windows will be from now on, because they're continuously sending out the new drivers and things. So you're never going to see Windows 11 or Windows 12. It's Windows 10, and then they'll just start changing the name of it. So
Windows 10 or nothing.
Yeah, exactly. That's the way it's going to be. It's 10, 10, or 10. Do you use 10, Hushan?
Unfortunately, I do. I had Windows 7, and I thought, let me try out the new technology before I go in, and I upgraded from Windows 7 to Windows 10, and I have lost my laptop. I had to actually replace my laptop because of that, and I can't even go back now. I mean, they told me that you can go back. No, I can't go back.
You can't go back?
It was a Dell laptop. Apparently, it's not even supported by Windows 10, so it was an annoying factor. I love my Alienware laptop. It's now gone because I can't use it. So I had to go and buy a new laptop. It came pre-installed with Windows 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. The fact that I can use Windows 10 just the same way as Windows 7 is okay, but I really want my old laptop. I don't like the fact that I'm using.
So
Windows.
What happened to when you did the upgrade?
Well, Windows 7 was able to compensate for some of the data disk errors. Windows 10 did not. And Windows 10 kind of like froze up on the data disk errors and kind of marked them as bad sectors. When that happened, it crashed the entire drive. The hard drive was messed up. And I still, till today, I can't actually load anything on that laptop.
So, but your information's still on the hard drive.
Partially, yes.
Send it to me. I'll fix it.
You're coming here to London, aren't you?
What?
You're coming here to London, aren't you?
I am at some point.
Yeah, okay, I'll wait for you.
I did hear a Dell horror story with Windows 10, and it would not allow the rollback.
Yeah.
And yours did the same thing. It wouldn't allow you to go back to 7?
Yeah, it didn't allow me, unfortunately.
Yeah, because I have rolled back probably at least 10 machines without any issue. Have not rolled back a Dell. So
yeah, this is not only just Dell. I mean, this is the Alienware.
The
flagship.
That's a fantastic laptop. What did Dell say? Did you contact them?
Yeah, they kind of, because it was bought a long time ago. They're not going to help me out now.
That sounds like a fun little project. I would like to do that.
Speaking of Windows 10, though, I mean, the reason why I think Windows 10 people should be using it anyway is okay. I have a bad story. Yes, that's fine. But Windows 10 in general, we should be preparing for the new thing that Microsoft is going to come out with, HoloLens. You've heard of HoloLens, right?
I have, yeah. But what? So explain what that is.
Holographic lens. It's
right.
It's like basically something you put on your face, and you enter a holographic landscape. So instead of having a TV in front of you, instead of having a TV in front of you, you generate a holographic TV. Instead of having a game in front of you, you generate a holographic land. Now it goes side by side on top of your own world, so your reality is not messed up. You still see real people, and you see the holographic room. Yeah. Very
cool.
Yeah, so the hologram sits on top of your own world.
Okay, do you know when they're releasing that?
They started the project. Here's a good thing that Microsoft did. 5 years ago, they started the project with a couple of the big boys, and they didn't tell anyone about it. And then they said at the beginning of last year, they said that they initiated a project 4 years ago. This was at the beginning of last year, and they didn't want to tell anyone until they are sure they can actually make it work. And they did that. They didn't make it work. Now they went into all the reviews, and they want applications to be more compatible before they release it. Now this was the reason for Windows 10 to have lots of different things, because they want to make Windows 10 to feel and touch inside the HoloLens. And they're supposed to release it very soon. Now they've already released the development mode. Anybody can actually go and purchase it. It's very expensive though. But yeah, it is very expensive. It's actually on the Microsoft website. You can go in HoloLens right now on Microsoft, and you can find it. Let me find it.
Yeah, find that. That's very cool.
Yeah, it's a HoloLens. Right now, a HoloLens official site. There we go, from Microsoft. I'm gonna go. I'll share the screen. Is that okay?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Okay, so here it is. Here's a screen. Okay, you can see here. This is a HoloLens.
Oh, I see.
It's actually very nice. You can apply now to buy one of the ones. Look at this. I mean,
okay.
This guy's crazy. Okay, I don't know what the hell he's doing. He's scared the hell out of me. I mean, but hey guys, you see the way that he looks at a car design, and it's still. Just I won't play it for very long because I know how.
No, you need to see it though.
There it is. See, they're actually looking at the design here. The room is empty, but they're looking at the design. Very simple.
Right. So you can actually become a part of it.
Yeah, and the good thing about it, of course, is when it comes down to full reality, you design something in virtually, and you come down and bring it in. It's going to be very good for design. This guy's still scaring me. Okay.
Oh, that's very cool. Yeah, for like R&D, research and development, that'd be fantastic.
Oh, and it incorporates the fact with 3D printers, which is, I gotta be honest with you, it's gonna be amazing if it works. you design something and it connects immediately to the HP 3D printers, because HP is very well with them as well now, and
Yep.
immediately you can print a project. There you go, print it, and it's printing a toy.
Yeah.
You have everything virtually there. So you can have nothing in your room, of course, except for a couch, because you're gonna have to sit down.
Right. Printer.
Yeah, and 3D printer, and the TV. No need for TV, because you'll have a holographic TV. You'll have a holographical pet. You even gonna have a holographical wife, which I'm thinking that's where the technology is going.
Very interesting.
Oh yes.
I love technology. Like, it's just, it amazes me the things that they come out with, and that's why I love those the Raspberry Pi boards so much. You know, like,
Yeah.
say for $5, even the $20 version, is the things you can do are really endless, and I would just love to see more females get into the technology field. I don't know if it's people that women and girls are afraid to, because it's primarily, obviously it's a male environment, but I don't think that computers should be. I was listening to a talk show on the way to work the other day, and they were talking about how computers and taking computer classes, or engineering, whatever, in universities, primarily men. And, you know, you think about that and you think, why should computing be primarily men? There's no reason it should. There's no reason it should be. I can understand that the field that I work in, which is boiler rooms and instrumentation, that's primarily men, and that makes sense, right? It's industrial. It's in most cases a heavy lifting job, dirty environment, and most of the time men are they have been over the years and in those fields. But computers as a whole, I don't see any reason why we can't get more women into this. And, you know, I would love to have a course with kids that I've got these $5 boards and I'm teaching them how to do a little hello program and things like that. And that's the way this world's going. And by the time they get there, this is it. Like, computers is it, right? And I just love to see more girls out there.
I think wasn't that the reason why I actually contacted you? Because I said I was impressed with the fact that I see another girl that can actually be more open about the technology and the view things are. I said, you impressed me. You are there. You're showing yourself. You do all these things. I said, I really want more women into the field, because this is not a single sexist kind of way. This is everybody. There's no sexist kind of way. This is actually, we are all men, women, whatever. We are all one person.
That's right.
And this field is open. This field is great.
Yeah, and it's, you know, everything from going into an office and working just in Excel and Word, that type of thing. You're still on computers. You still have to have a knowledge of them. To everything to building little computers. And, you know, like, that's the way that the world's going. And it would just be so nice to see more girls get interested in that from a young age. And maybe they will now, maybe because they're on iPhones and they're, you know, playing Minecraft and things like that. Maybe, you know, maybe 10 years down the road, we'll see a lot more women involved in it. And I hope for that. I do hope to see that. But got to get those girls, get them out there. And, you know, I'm going to start running in the next couple of weeks virtual classrooms. So I'm teaching Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel, and because people have been in jobs for all these years, they've been handwriting and, you know, journal entries or spreadsheets, that type of thing. And all of a sudden, the whole company's changed, and now they're solely using computers. So be able to offer a virtual classroom now, you know, just using Google Hangouts or Skype is also a fantastic way of learning, right? You don't have to leave the comfort of your home or your office, that type of thing. It's just, you can show your face, you can not show your face, whatever you want, ask questions and learn. and take it all in. So yeah, technology's the way to go. It's the way of the future, and it's not changing.
There are some questions, I think we should answer them as well.
Yeah. Okay, so Johnny N. There are so many builds available for KODI. I would like to know if these builds, besides the look and feel, are they better, or can they do more, or have extra features than just my simple build? You want to answer that, Husham?
Yeah, there are loads of different builds. They all have they don't have like extra features such as like they make you coffee, or they make you chocolate, or they make you a microwave. All they do is different look and feel. All it is. That's all it is. There's nothing different about it. I mean, I really want a build that's out there that can actually make me breakfast, because I'm sick and tired of waking up and having breakfast not made. I really
maybe work on that build. You might.
Oh, I would love that. See, I want coffee. I love my tea. I want tea. Why isn't there a build out there that can actually make me tea by itself?
Maybe with that $5 computer, I can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could possibly do that.
In general speaking, though, there's nothing out there that is more than just look and feel. There's no extra features. There's no extra anything. It's just normal.
Yeah, it's just people putting together what they think will make it simple for you, and setting up quick links. That's really all it is. The actual back end of the system is identical. So, the next question we have is like a little input or suggestions on a good TV box to use as a secondary one, a good value for the dollar. Well, I don't really use a lot of boxes apart from obviously mine, the Raspberry Pi. Husham, is there any you suggest? I know we had somebody on your show a couple of weeks ago, but I can't remember what box he had. But is there any you would suggest?
Well, I mean, there is no replacement box that can be better than the NVIDIA Shield for standard builds. Speed. NVIDIA Shield is kind of like really cool for speed, but it's got a price tag on it. Then, of course, there is the HPC boxes, which is like the raw media box, which is really cool. It runs Linux. Now, as far as an Android boxes, there are loads of Android boxes, but I recommend the T8 ones or the T8 Plus ones. They kind of like impress me, to be honest, the T8 boxes.
And the other option is to run it on a laptop, right? You can connect your HDMI into your TV and do it that way.
Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't recommend HDMI to TV. You know why? Laptop have got a lot more to do with broad processing, the internet, and all that sort of thing. You could end up ruining it. I don't want you to be. I don't want to tell people to go move your computer all the time to your TV.
No, exactly.
Yeah, that will be just a nightmare. But if you want to run it, like maybe sometimes, yeah, I run it sometimes on my laptop for sure.
As a secondary, like if you're not going to use it very often.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what I do with the ones that I'm running on my computer. Obviously, I do it most for screen capturing. And then I've got the Raspberry Pi boxes for my other TVs. But yeah, I mean, that is one way you can do it. And like I say, I only use my boxes. So, and I know I repair a lot of other boxes that come from China. And the problem with those, it's just simply they're loaded up with so much stuff, and the box can't handle it. So, you know what, I just sort of strip it down for them, and once it's just running KODI, it's good. And that's really the only problems that they get with them. But yeah, there are so many to choose from out there. It's sometimes hard to pick the one you want. And the other thing is you want to make sure you've got support, right? Whatever you're buying, even if you're spending a little bit more, you should at least get some type of support with it. So that would be my suggestion. So it looks like we're coming up on the 1 hour, everybody. I think it's been a really good show. We didn't hit our 70 people, so unfortunately, hey, who loves Savvy? You know what's working now, Husham?
Yeah, I see that.
Switching back and forth. I didn't touch anything. I don't know what it's doing. But what I'll do is I will move this contest over to Thursday. So if we get 70 people in Thursday's show at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will run the contest again. And I want to thank Husham for being on the show today. I really enjoyed having you on. It's great to be able to chat to you, especially when there's just two of us and we can chat back and forth. I really enjoy that. So I do thank you for being on the show, and I thank everybody for joining us today. You can reach me on Twitter at SavyTechGirl, and my website is SavyTechGirl.com. Send me some questions for Thursday's show, and we'll have lots ready for you. Oh, what's Husham got there?
Happy birthday to you, Savvy. Happy birthday to you, Savvy. Happy birthday to you, Savvy, on your 18th birthday.
Thanks, everybody, for coming out for my birthday show. Thanks, Husham, for joining me.
Oh, you're welcome. It was a pleasure.
It's been a great show. We'll have you on again for sure. Thanks a lot.
I'll see you later.
Okay, everybody. Bye.
Bye, guys.
See you on Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.